Find my screen. Give me just a second. Okay. So I didn't click. Okay. We're discussing some current events here. Well, not so current, but some events we think we're going to this session. This is me, and this is her. And so the first thing, Seattle cops mocked the teenage lady shot in the truck, put on break room.
I see it.
Okay, look at this way then. Yeah, they had fun and laughing about how they shot this kid in their break room, and they were busted. What do you think about that?
Honestly, it's terrible. I think it's some form of bullying and what do you call it when people have gone mad with control and power.
I thought it only matter with power.
Yeah, but definitely they're cowards.
Okay.
To shoot a teen and not someone that can defend themselves.
Well, actually, make fun of shooting the team.
Yeah.
The shooting the team was already a bad thing. They in their break rooms, in their break room, making fun of the fact that they had shot the team. And of course, they had them traumatized in the break room. I guess we were lying.
I guess Republicans.
Those Republicans.
Trump supporters. And I guess, I don't know, just make Trump supporters look even worse.
How would you look?
You seem to look. And I don't know, is there a difference between Trump supporters and Republicans? I don't know.
Usually they parallel each other. But you know, I was a Trump supporter and a Republican. You know, I was a Trump supporter and a Republican.
Once before?
No,
No, in the past.
No, I'm not. I was. Okay. Next.
Terrible. Just
This
they need to defund. They have nothing better.
Now, this is a man, I give you a background, an Afghan man who spent. He helped U.S. forces in Afghanistan. He was an interpreter, but he was on the front line helping us. And he came to America with family. He was driving for one of the, what do you call those, rideshare services. And he got shot and killed in Washington. And he survived throughout the whole Afghan war before we removed him there. He was trying to take care of his family out one night, collect money, and got shot.
Terrible. I would say it makes people look and say, you know, Afghanistan and these third world countries are not dangerous. America is dangerous.
Good point.
It's terrible.
We might have more guns than the Afghans.
We
probably do, actually.
More crime, more everything. We may be a third world country, and we just are the veil is over our eyes, and we very much do not know it in real life. It's terrible.
Yeah,
I think other countries have better culture, better etiquette, better everything than us. America's not always practical. I listen to my followers and people that message me, reach out to me, and how they want to come to America and visit America. Oh, you're in California. That's so cool. I'm like, not so cool. America is crazy.
Well, maybe that's sad.
Yeah, very sad.
Okay, Ted Cruz proposes a lot of lawsuits to know if their air fryer is spying on them. Not get devices like games and webcams and stuff spying on you, but I've never seen an air fryer that had a camera.
Um, Nowadays, it very much could. All this smartware gadgets and all these Alexas and what else? And Siri and everything that's in your electronics.
Air fryer? Just air fryer.
It could be a smart air fryer.
You got air fryer. It's not that smart.
Because ours is older. I'm talking this is an air fryer that is manufactured and released in 2023, 2024. It very much could be a smart fryer and um,
You could talk to it, huh?
have spying capabilities. I wouldn't be surprised. Come on now, we have AI and they're building robots. What do you think they're going to build in new electronics?
Cameras? We take it on in or something. Maybe you know something we don't know. Yeah, watch them air fryers and keep eyes on them. Maybe I want to put a towel on them. You're not using them. Huh?
Yeah. It's a smart fryer chip.
You should go
A
spy
regular air
fryers.
fryer that you get from, Walmart. If you get it from Best Buy, I cover it up.
Spy fire. Okay. Yeah. What's somebody lost over 100 nuclear weapons? What do you think they had? Lost them.
I don't know. I'm kind of worried. Are they going to go off? Are they going to contaminate the soil, the air?
You don't know where they are? I mean,
Yeah.
they terrorists? Got them.
They misplaced them.
Like,
Were they
oops.
stolen? That's very irresponsible. Defund the military.
Well,
Terrible.
maybe it's to take inventory. Maybe the packages in the wrong place in another warehouse.
Yeah, I hope they find them because those in the wrong hands. Crazy vigilantes. What else is it? Terrorists. If they get in the wrong hands,
Jealous husbands.
just
Yeah,
mad housewives.
you never know. The song, he dropped a bomb on me,
Refugees.
baby. Yeah.
Ukrainian refugees.
Oh, Kim Jong Un. Must be stop killing themselves. But I'm assuming it's like skyrocket. Maybe it should be. I've heard it. It's starting.
I don't know what's happening in Korea. I think I did see some news going on, so I can pay attention right now. Or what has happened. Well, I guess they're probably about tired of this leadership and the uncontrolled environment and such. Isn't curfews and crazy stuff going on?
They just have really tight restraints on their public, so you can only do so many things. But it's probably pretty. Just saying, I just keep hearing that people have enough food. So that's pretty.
I've never heard that Korea. That's crazy.
Yeah, he's been there on nuclear weapons.
And
Maybe
on imports and exports and
maybe should have
agriculture and
maybe we should have found some Russian nuclear weapons and make money when they're lost. Yeah, they're lost. Why just find them in Korea?
Send the Koreans out to go find the Russian weapons. That would work for everybody.
And then use that money
Find
for
food. While you're out there.
Okay, just a couple more. Lauren Boebert says she's being directed by God to impeach Biden. Connection. Got a big connection, she said. God told her to impeach Biden.
say.
It's pretty damn serious.
Um,
You ain't got to talk to her.
I very much could have talked to her. I feel like maybe she misinterpreted some things. Um, I have no words for that.
It's kind of out there for a politician to say they got told them to do something like that, but whatever
I feel
past,
like
maybe.
she should um, worry about what he's doing and not doing, and focus more on not come with some more research and some more evidence in the political world. Um, in the political world, we're not in church, so we can't really use religious references too much. That is the problem. That's the overall problem. That's the problem for centuries, trying to separate government and religion. So
Or use God to take responsibility for our actions. God told me to do it.
yeah,
Yeah. Sure. Well, peace officer happened. Accused the black
sorry,
man of
guys, we can't.
stealing his own bag at the airport. But yeah, he said that he went to the restroom and he left his bag, and when someone came back, when he came back, someone told him that
And to a white customer say, "Hey, that was that. That was
said that it was for you. Yep.
yeah."
And then
I
it was
remember you
okay.
telling us. It's just a shame. It's sad how black people are treated. We were just talking about before we came on camera. We were just talking about more inventions that we discovered that black people have made and created and contribute to society. It's a shame. For centuries, African Americans, blacks, have shown that they are just as important and just as smart and just as contributing to society. And they have contributed to society. What are some things?
Potato chips.
I need it. Potato chips.
Potato
You
chips.
know how important potato chips are?
Genius.
It took a genius, so please lay off the black man. It's ridiculous.
In the refrigerator.
And
And the fry.
we're joking about the missions, but blacks have made very important things.
We're not joking about the fact that blacks make these are the things we did do. We've done great things like the design in Washington, D.C., the whole layout of Washington, D.C., Pullman Railroad cars.
But back to the story. It's very sad how us blacks, I don't mean to say blacks in the third person. I know I am saying me as a person, as a race. This is insane how we are treated. It's getting old. I'm completely over it. Like, stop shooting us, stop arresting us, stop harassing us, stop punching us while we're getting arrested. We are not.
Stop talking too.
Yeah, it's insane. Didn't a police officer punch a woman arresting her? It was like 5 police officers arresting. Wasn't she a mother or something? I don't remember the story, but back to this gentleman in his bag. It was his. He went to the restroom. It was his, and he deserved some kind of compensation for this.
Yep.
It's a thing.
He really deserves that. How dare they?
He deserves his bag and then some.
Japan. No, 6.2 earthquake, and that's old news, so don't be thinking Japan is an earthquake. That's like old news, so we'll pass that one. And this is an example of police and black people getting along, but I forgot the story behind this, so I can't say it, but they look very happy.
Yeah.
Maybe they're a couple. Maybe
I'm not saying that all all people are not the same. Everybody, there's a billion people in the world, and each person have a unique mindset. I'm not saying all police officers are bad, but the majority of them are, and the majority of them needs to get better training. It's insane.
Or
How
just being racist.
that too.
Better, they can't train someone out of being racist.
They
need to
can.
take a look at
Don't
their
you have to take
racial
a
sensitivity classes.
psychological psych test or something,
Yes.
such as the FBI, CIA?
Even the police take psych tests, but apparently they
They need
got through. They slipped
they need to
through.
fix that. It's insane. They're mad with power and they're prejudiced, they're biased, they're bigoted. So it's very sad.
True.
But it's nice to see them being friendly and helpful.
Well, this my teacher was resigned. She would not hug the little black girl.
I've seen this on my social media, but
Yeah, I'm to it too. Like
it just goes back to what I just
that's
said.
just being mean, though. That's even racist. That's just mean.
People are just have big mindsets.
Well,
but
remember when they were doing the stuff at Disneyland and some of the characters would hug the black kids?
I kind of remember that.
So it's like,
but and we could, how social media is. The media is a picture is 1,000 words. We could be missing something. She could have very much have been a disturbing student that day, that week, that month, and that teacher. If teacher would be like, no, I'm not giving you attention. You don't deserve it.
the teacher is resigned. She's going, what do you call retiring? So even if she was bad, if you're retiring, you not want to give a kid a hug. I get it. Kid was
being a pain in her.
But still, she's retiring. She's getting the break. How much is a little pat on the back?
We don't know both sides of the story, but obviously, looking at the news, looking at the picture capture, it's racism. Yourself, it's terrible. You can't be racist towards children. Children need, love and nurture to be nurtured and to.
Well, that's the question too. How would she was in class too? If she's retiring and she's ignoring her,
well, she behind closed doors. Yeah.
Yep.
If this was called camera.
She might raise a little hand like, I have a question.
Yeah.
And she,
as far as teacher, if you're going to be a teacher, you have to understand that all races are you're going to come in contact with all races. You have to be prepared for that. You have to be mentally open for that. Your heart has to be open for that. You just come with territory when you're teaching the nation. So you just taught that girl that
it's okay to be ignored and treated disrespectfully again. Next. Oh, this is a sad one. The story of Rosa Parks, when she got on the bus, they were rewriting history books where Rosa Parks is not discriminating because she's black. If she gets on the bus, it just so happens they ask her to go to the back just because.
Why would they ask an elderly woman to go to the back?
So it's not because she's black, but the sense is it's okay to write books. She's trying to write history.
Wow. I mean, it's crazy. They're already taking chunks of the timeline of history out of the history books. This is just insane.
And we have a new story about him because now it's saying slavery with officials. So I don't know the benefits of slavery besides death, rape, and all the other things. But I don't see those things as beneficial. So you learn the skill, huh? How to pick cotton.
Yeah, they learn how to quadruple their assets and labor, and
It wasn't mentioned that actually that
we're
slavery was
still living on it today.
super profitable for America. Why isn't back in the history books? That the United States literally, for money people at that time, would be slaves made billions of dollars because they didn't have to pay labor, and actually build up the whole economy of the United States in that period. But that's not mentioned. You know, if you said slavery was good for black citizens, that really slavery was good for the country and white people mainly. They didn't get skills; they got income for free labor.
Our
Free
children
labor.
really should be learning that white that slave money is still in circulation. It's still being held in banks and estates. That's what we should learn.
The Chase, I don't know the whole story. That bank, though, it has a lot of money that came through slavery, and they as far as the foundation of their history is a lot of banks that made money from slavery.
Yeah, I was in history maybe about 2 or 3 years ago, and I was reading that how the banks bought into slavery and it was invest.
But you won't see in the history books in Florida because they don't talk
They're
about it.
Just it goes to say America is not the best country. It's terrible.
Oh no, it's a headless man. You pass. So.
Oh, is this the big thing? Are you yelling?
No, this is about politics with Republicans about $5 million in stock they were supposed to disclose to they were supposed to disclose whoever they were supposed to disclose to. They didn't tell anybody, so they were investing in stocks and making money, not reporting it. And let us not report it to the IRS or something. We'd be going to jail. But even Martha Stewart went to jail. But for them, I think the fine was like $100 or $300 for them to not report it.
$100, $300.
That's all. Yeah, for me.
$5 million.
Yeah, they don't. It's like kind of like no fine. You know, I don't see them saying, "Well, that's not fair. That's not justice," because it's
they say stop taxing the rich. That's all it is. Lower the taxes for the rich.
You want to do one more?
We can.
Yeah, I can talk about this much. I guess non-binary meaning prom king and queen were the prom king and queen started whatever they are called, because I don't know if they're king and queen anymore. They're just, I guess they're just royalty because a king has a certain connotation about his name, so the queen, but that does not necessarily mean the same thing anymore. So now you just call them royalty. So I don't know what to say about this.
It's terrible. When did all this start? I know it's been going on for a while, but it seems like we had Black Lives Matter, we had COVID-19, and now it's like feminists what's it called?
Binary.
Feminists want to be heard now. Non-binary. It's insane.
This is people who are not gender.
I believe that is part of the feminist culture. I'm just going to put my 2 cents in and say I'm pretty sure it's with the feminist culture. It's crazy. Going back to feminizing our black men, our black and brown men, and just feminists trying to emasculate. Feminists trying to emasculate men. Gender equality. Everyone has a role, and let them play the role, and you cannot change a child's mind, put in a child's mind, a growing and developing mind, that you can change your sex. No, you cannot do that. You need to, that's just like, oh, I want to change my, I want to change my status. And it just, it's crazy. Like, there's stuff you just cannot change. You can't change your skin color. You can't change what status of wealth you're born into. There's certain things you cannot change, and what they're putting in children's minds is terrible. Again,
Actually, you can change your skin color. They have whitening creams. It's one of the most prolific product all over the world. Is skin lightening cream to
I'm
make
just
people
saying,
more like
Chef,
white. So yeah, people try to change the skin color, right? Because they don't, like you said, all over the whole world, skin lightening creams is one of the best quote unquote beauty products, because the standard of beauty is usually
has
Caucasian.
the standard of beauty, the mindset goes all the way back to a child's mind psychologically. It's terrible.
So we're gonna end on this. See how
The
goes.
trending thing, everybody's bio says in her, he, she, other. That's the trending thing right now. It's terrible. After Black Lives Matter and COVID-19, they wanted to spotlight it. It's terrible.
And they got it. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Bye.
Stop by. See us again.
See you next time.
With